Coach, it's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Come on, fellas. Be alert, be alert! 52, too little, got hit.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Foles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Gotta like what we're seeing from him so far in this game. This is the 3rd game of the season, and he's already accumulated an AFC Offensive Player of the Week award in this young year.
Yeah, week 2 was his. The announcement came Wednesday that he got that award. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First down, Jaguars.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo, check, check, check.
Foles. Completes it to Lee. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Slam, slam, slam.
Going 5-3. Going 5-3.
On first down, it's Phillips. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Josh Lambo now for the point after. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
So don't say nothing.
Yeah, 5-6, 5-6, 5-6.
44's Mike, 44's Mike. Check. I don't think you got it, son.
Heavy.
Here's Dalton. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
2-2. Move.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Throwing again on 2nd down. Foles. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Now Foles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
Raise it.
Here we go. Check 3.
Sponge.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Lady.
Check. I know he ain't got it.
to throw again. Dalton. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. The open man is Westbrook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A gain of 14.
Go, go, go.
First down, Jaguars.
Block 59. Man, QB's trash. Let's go.
First carry for Raquel Armstead. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side. It's Phillips. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
368. Hey, I-7.
44's Mike. Check.
Throwing again. Dalton. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Dalton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing sight.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
To throw again. Dalton. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Everyone's got four down.
Fournette, a first down carry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Hey. 4 down.
On 2nd down and 4. Foles, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll give Fournette another crack, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and it's now 21-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get... Back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Telvin Smith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
44 is the mic.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And able to find Green. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Dalton here from the gun. He's got Green. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
After the sack on first down, Dalton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Switch.
Hey.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. That's taken at around the 40. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Easy.
50 seconds left. I'm on. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. On the run, it's Fournette. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They come out here in the eye.
Check 52's the mic. I'm coming.
Here's Fournette. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw here, Dalton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Dalton. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
The final act of the first half. Dalton is going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You go tight. You got tight.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go. Heads up.
And Dalton to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is Mixon. he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
44's the mic. 44's Mike.
On second down and 4, Dalton. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to his stomach. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the 20-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Heads up. Lead.
44's the mic. Here we go.
Here's Dalton. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And Bullock will put this one through, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Toe-bashed it.
Super toe.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
2nd and 4. Open is Swaim, the tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Switch gears.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Be alert, be alert.
You must be dreaming. They got tight left. 4 down, 4 to go.
On 2nd down, Armstead. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of D.J. Shark. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Bengals will have a first. First and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 91 yards, and the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That's good for Bengals. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and short. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. They'll look to throw here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown of the new season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. This time, the extra point up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Purple 54.
152. Go. Go.
What are you?
Here's Foles. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Ross on the return. He takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lambo to add on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Jaguars 31, Bengals 16.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Remember, throughout my career, hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike Spofo. Man, that's trash. That's trash. 44, Mike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Josh Allen able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Brings up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Here's Kevin Huber now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of